Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going. Today, we have predictions for 4 NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Houston Rockets and Orlando Magic. This game between the Magic and the Rockets is setting up to be an exciting one. Both teams are hungry for a win, with Houston looking to extend its hot streak and keep pace at the top of the Western Conference, while Orlando is hoping to build on their recent victory and con the standings in the East. Houston's offense has been lighting it up lately, with Jalen Green doing his thing from all over the floor and Alperen Sengun owning the paint, both scoring and grabbing boards like it's nothing. These two have been the driving force behind the Rockets' impressive 7-game win streak, and they'll be the ones to watch as Houston looks to keep that momentum rolling. Orlando, on the flip side, has had its share of struggles for season, but showed some fight in their upset win over Cleveland. With Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner leading the charge, they'll need to step up on both ends of the floor to have a shot at staying competitive. The Magic have always been known for their defense, ranking among the league's best in points allowed, and that's going to be their key if they want to slow down Houston's high-powered attack. But the problem for Orlando has been their inconsistency, especially when it comes to scoring. They've got to find a way to get more production on the offensive side, or they'll be in trouble trying to keep up with the Rockets' fast-paced style. Houston's been strong at home, but knouted on the road, and we'll see how they fare against a team that's tough to break down defensively. They've been handling business against some good teams, and the upcoming road trip through Florida will be a solid test for them. But Orlando's been a tough spot for them in the past, especially as a home underdog, which the Magic have struggled to cover. Houston's road record has been solid this season, and they're coming into this game as the stronger team, no doubt. The Rockets had the more complete game right now. They've got the firepower on offense, and their defense has been solid too. The Magic, on the other hand, will lean heavily on their defense to keep things close, but it's their offense that'll determine if they can hang with the Rockets. Banchero and Wagner need to be on point and provide consistent scoring to have any chance of making this a game. If they can find some rhythm and get a few stops here and there, they might be able to keep it tight, but the Rockets' ability to score at will is something Orlando will have to contain. At the end of the day, I think the Rockets are just the better team overall. Their offense, led by Green and Sengun, is a tough matchup for anyone, and I just don't see Orlando having enough firepower to keep up. However, Orlando's defense has the potential to make things tricky, and they've shown they can battle, so I think they'll at least keep it close. While Houston should get the win, I'm not convinced they'll cover the spread. The Magic will do enough on defense to limit Houston's offense and keep this game within reach. So I'm leaning towards the Magic to cover that plus a 3-point spread. It should be a solid game, but the Rockets' overall firepower will likely win out in the end.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction for today is for a game between the Detroit Pistons and Miami Heat. This matchup between the Pistons and the Heat is going to be one to watch, but I really feel like the Pistons are in the driver's seat here. Detroit has been rolling lately, and they're playing with a ton of confidence. Cade Cunningham has taken his game to a whole new level this season, averaging 25.6 points per game, and if he keeps playing like this, I don't see the Heat having much of an answer. The Pistons just blew the doors off the New Orleans Pelicans in their last game, a 127-81 thrashing that showed just how dangerous their offense can be when it's clicking. With 13 wins in their last 18 games, they've clearly found their rhythm, and I think they're going to bring that same energy to South Beach. Now, Miami, where do I even start? They've been struggling, and it's hard to ignore the fact that they've dropped 8 straight games. Their most recent loss to the Knicks was a real tough one. They came out strong, but completely faded down the stretch. Tyler Herro can still fill it up, but he just hasn't been consistent enough lately. The Heat's defense, which has been a hallmark of this team for years, hasn't been able to compensate for their offensive issues. Bam Adebayo is still holding it down in the paint, but without Jimmy Butler in the mix, they just don't have the star power or offensive depth to keep up with a team like Detroit. I expect Detroit to keep rolling in this one. They've been solid on the road, racking up 20 road wins for season, so they're definitely not intimidated by the Heat's home court. Miami might have a defensive edge, but it hasn't been enough to stop teams from scoring on them recently. If the Heat can't get Herro going for 25-plus points like they need, they're going to have a hard time keeping pace with Cunningham and company. The Pistons have been playing with a chip on their shoulder, and I think they're going to continue that streak by taking down Miami. At this point, I just can't back the Heat. They've been losing leads left and right, and it feels like they've given up on the season. Meanwhile, Detroit is on the rise and playing with confidence. I'm leaning heavily toward the Pistons to win and cover the minus 3-point spread here. They're firing on all cylinders right now, and unless Miami can find a way to fix their issues on both ends of the floor, I just don't see how they come out on top in this one. Give me the Pistons to take care of business in South Beach. Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The third prediction for today is for a game between the Denver Nuggets and Los Angeles Lakers. Alright, so here's the deal with the upcoming showdown between the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. This is going to be one intense game, no doubt. The Nuggets are coming in strong, but they've got some question marks with Jokic and Murray both listed as questionable. Even if those guys don't suit up, Denver has proven they've got the depth to keep rolling. Case in point, the last time they were shorthanded, they still pulled off a win against the Warriors. Aaron Gordon went off for 38 points, and Russell Westbrook reminded us all that he still got it with a triple-double performance that was vintage Westbrook. With those kinds of performances, the Nuggets are definitely not a team to sleep on, even without their big guns. Now, the Lakers have their own battles to fight. LeBron James is still recovering from that groin injury, and while he's sidelined, the Lakers have been holding things down at home. They've been on fire with a 7-game winning streak at Crypto.com Arena. Players like Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic have really stepped up, and Reeves, in particular, is playing the best basketball of his career. He's been doing it all, scoring, playmaking, and hoping to fill that gap left by LeBron. But let's not forget the Lakers' defense, which has been a bit of a roller coaster this season. If they keep giving up easy buckets, Denver could easily take advantage of their explosive offense. If Jokic and Murray end up playing, this game could get really interesting because those two are game changers. Jokic is a matchup nightmare for anyone, and Murray's ability to light it up and dish out assists makes him an X-factor. But if they're both out, the Lakers will definitely have a better shot, especially with how well they've been playing at home. Despite all of the injury concerns, I'm still leaning towards the Nuggets in this one. They've shown they can get it done, no matter who's in the lineup. However, the Lakers have been playing with a chip on their shoulder, and their home court advantage has been huge. I expect this game to be closer than some might think. The Nuggets might edge it out, but the Lakers are tough to beat at home, and I think they'll keep it competitive enough to cover the spread. So, my final pick? Nuggets win, but the Lakers will make it close enough to cover the spread. Should be a fun one to watch. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Chicago Bulls and Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns and the Chicago Bulls are both hanging onto their playoff hopes, but let's be real, neither team has been living up to the hype this season. The Suns, despite boasting stars like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, have been a major letdown. Sitting outside the playoff picture at 11th in the West, they just haven't been able to put it together. With Beal out, the burden falls even heavier on Durant and Booker, and while those two can put up numbers, their defense has been atrocious, ranking near the bottom of the league. They've been one of the worst teams against the spread, and as much as you can expect flashes of brilliance from them, they've been wildly inconsistent. On the flip side, the Chicago Bulls are no strangers to disappointment either. They're sitting at 10th in the East with a 29-39 record, right in the thick of the play-in race. But here's the twist. They've been a bit of a quiet menace recently. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games, and covering the spread in 8 of their last 10 is no small feat. Kobe White has been a major revelation for them. The dude's been balling out, dropping 25-plus in multiple games, and taking control of the offense, which is huge given their other issues. They've got a groove going, and even with their scuttles, they've been sneaking out wins against teams that aren't performing well, like Miami and Orlando. The Suns, coming off that massive win against the Raptors, looked impressive, but let's note that too carried away. They're still a team that has trouble covering the spread, and honestly, I'm not sold on them when they're favored. Their defense is soft, and with the way the Bulls have been playing lately, I could see them taking advantage of that. Phoenix can't rely on just offense to win here, especially without Beal. Durant and Booker are great, but even they can't do it all, especially with the Suns' weak defense giving up easy buckets in the paint. The Bulls have been quietly good against teams that are struggling, and Phoenix is definitely one of those teams. With the Suns' defense being an issue, Chicago has a good chance to exploit that. They've got Kobe White on a hot streak, and with the way Phoenix has been weakening points, the Bulls could definitely cover the spread here. I'm not saying they're going to pull off an upset, but this game is going to be tight. The Suns have been too inconsistent, and if the Bulls keep riding the wave of their recent success, they could definitely make this one competitive. As for the total points, I'm leaning toward the under. Both teams have had trouble hitting their offensive stride, and with Phoenix playing at a slower pace, I just don't see this game hitting the high 230s. The Suns are capable of putting up points, but with their defensive issues and the Bulls' struggle to score consistently, this one could fall short of the total. All things considered, I think the Bulls have a shot to cover, and the under is the play here. The Suns might pull it out, but don't be surprised if this one is closer than people expect.